Hey guys, it's 11:30 on August 12th right now. I'm walking to supermarket to buy some water. I'm in Cyprus, still in the northern side and the Turkish side in Trikomo. I'm gonna give you a recap of today and yesterday. So I'm spending time here with my wife. Um, I mean, for context, no, I'm gonna keep calling her my wife. I don't give a fuck. With my wife here in Cyprus. I flew her here, and we're spending time together. I have been working a lot. Not a lot, but I have been working like decently today and yesterday. Today I did a lot of tax related stuff, paperwork, submitting different documents like changing the address, finally getting legal, and soon enough, I mean, I was always legal, but like transferring ownership transferring ownership of the company that I have been operating for the last few years from my mom's name to my name, and then handling some other issues and some other minor things that came up. Like I got a letter from my bank, an email. They asked me to provide a lot of documents because they told me that there was some suspicious things going on, a suspicious activity, because I was receiving like $20,000 a week from TikTok Shop from some random bank account, because I operated with a weird system. I used to with like a shop owner. He receives the money and then he sends me the money. So it's like coming as if it's like a random account sending me like tens of thousands of dollars a week. So they just asked me some questions and I had to deal with that for like an hour and a half. Other than that, bulk is going great. I'm going to the gym daily. There's a great gym in this complex here where I'm staying at right now. It's like a resort, but it's like an apartment complex also. There's a bunch of pools. There's a bunch of amenities, a bunch of restaurants inside, which I dine at, have breakfast at, and like pretty much only have meals at those restaurants. But yeah, I've been intaking a lot of calories. This is my first ever like real bulk in my life. So like where I actually keep track of everything. Holy fuck, it's loud. It's the first legit like scientific one. Not scientific, it's just designed with ChatGPT, but it's the best I have done ever so far. What the fuck, bro? Why do they have to do this now? So I track everything. I track how many calories I get. I track what I eat. Wait a second. So yeah, I track everything. Today, I mean roughly of course, I intook, I don't know how to say this, 25 to 2,900 calories and like 110 to 120 grams of protein, which is good for my body weight, to gain muscles. And I mean, that's according to ChatGPT. Eating a lot, working out. I love it. I fucking love the gym more and more with each passing day. I've never been this like good at actually doing things in the gym and actually understanding this many machines. Like I learn more and more every day, and I'm very excited to learn about all that stuff. That's regarding like gym and personal like stuff and health. Regarding work, today I probably worked for like total of, I don't know, 7 hours, 8 hours, no, maybe like 9. Honestly, not sure. I don't really track it like that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. But I woke up at like 9:30, started working instantly, or 9 actually, and my wife was asleep. I didn't. Why is there so many like good-looking BMWs in like old ones in Turkey? I don't know. I like it. So the cars are like weird. It reminds me of China, bro. So basically, I woke up and I worked for a few hours while she was asleep, and then she came to me to the couch. I was like sitting on the couch and work. She just came to me and started hugging me after she woke up, and then basically I just started the day. She made some breakfast, and then we went to the gym together. We go to the gym together daily, and then the guys walked by and did the peace sign. Basically, after that, After the gym, I came to a cafe and just worked there for like 2 hours, had calls and handled some other tasks. And then also got some meals, got some protein. I post every single meal that I have in a day on my Discord server. There's a channel called Food, and I post absolutely every single meal that I have, and I have been doing it for like 3 months now, so you can go there and check it out if you're new to my channel. And yeah, that's regarding work. I work every day. I'm very excited to work. I have been posting these videos less lately, like daily updates, and I haven't even recorded one yesterday, and that's because I just fell asleep, bro. I don't know. Here in Cyprus, I just fall asleep. Like I didn't even remember how I fell asleep. I woke up and I realized that I didn't record a video like 2 hours after I woke up and after I got done with some work, and I'm like, fuck, like how did that even happen? And I couldn't remember. I couldn't recall how I even fell asleep. It's insane. So right now I was about to fall asleep. Me and my wife were just laying on the couch, about to fall asleep. She didn't let me go to the supermarket, and I just told her that I have to go. It was like for 5 minutes. I convinced her to let me go, and now I'm just gonna go buy some water and record the video. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go away to Ainapa, which is actually the Greek side of Cyprus. Finally, spend some time there, explore the Greek side where I actually came to, and have some fun there for a few days and work. Maybe meet some people, I don't know. So if you're in Cyprus, you can let me know. We can meet up there. And then let me just focus more on like the work side of things for a little bit. So I have been really focused lately on, like, instead of focusing like just generally on short-term profit and just like getting some money in quick, like, you know, some business is going to make me 10K or 20K or some stuff like that. I've been focused on long-term building systems and learning about systems that will help me scale to 7 figures and 8 figures and so on and so forth. Like tracking, you know, hiring and all that stuff. And for a lot of people, it's going to sound like I'm talking about it way too early, but it's definitely not the case, because in order to make a scalable business to those numbers, I believe you have to know how these systems work. And it's going to be so much easier for me to exit my brands if I start them off knowing these systems and not just implementing them last moment, like bookkeeping, proper record keeping and all that stuff, as opposed to just doing that last moment when I'm already selling the brand. And I have just generally been focused less on the money. I don't even think about money anymore at all, to be honest. And I've been just more focused on actually building things and just like doing what I like, doing what excites me, just building stuff and growing the team, growing the business. I don't know, but like money doesn't even cross my mind anymore. Obviously, I have to know the profit margins and all that stuff. I have to be profitable. I have to pay taxes on time. I have to know the numbers, but I'm not thinking about it at all. Like in the past, I would sit down, like a year ago, I would sit down and I'll be like, fuck, how do I make 10K? I need 10K. But these days, I don't think about it at all. I don't sit and say that I need money or something like that. I just sit and say, like, how do I make the business better? And how do I build something better? How do I build something, you know, worth building, worth working on, instead of just sitting and thinking about money? So, I mean, that's just like an arbitrary example without going into details of my business. So I have come up with a lot of great ideas these past few days while being on this trip in Cyprus. Ideas for my business, ideas for expanding and for hiring and for just general like improvements for my business. I came up with a lot of cool shit and I will start implementing it very soon. Like, I'm already implementing it, but I'll definitely start to like sit down and work more on those things specifically very soon. Like right now I'm on this trip, I'm limited to you know, the amount of work I can do. Like I'm not like limited per se, but I can't possibly do 16-hour work days here the way I did it when I was locked in my own apartment for the whole month of June. I was just there alone, no distractions, no people around me, fast Wi-Fi connection. That's it. I'm alone in the room working 16 hours. Here, it's not possible because I have to move apartments, I have to travel, I have to dedicate time and attention to my girlfriend because we haven't seen each other in more than 2 weeks, and it just doesn't work. So I am looking forward to living alone again and just locking in. Maybe not necessarily living alone, but just living with like-minded individuals like I did a couple of weeks ago when I lived with Matthew, my friend that does ecom. And I'm looking forward to those things, and I'm looking forward to actually like locking in. Sounds so cringe, but I'm looking forward to that and actually just working. But I feel like this is really essential what I'm doing right now, like building the businesses, not building the businesses, I mean expanding my mind and changing the way I look at things right now on this trip, finding out about new things, learning new things, giving my brain some like breathing and more intake information, more like learnings before I put it all in and kind of like exhale all of the stuff that I learned and build amazing things with that. So I actually do not regret any of the travels that I've done. I have traveled to like 8 countries in the last 4 weeks or 9, and I don't regret any of it. But in 4 days from now, I'll come back to the country where I started from. I need to do some business there, like personal stuff, collect my international driver's license finally, because I have to use only taxis here since I just turned 18 and I finally can get my international driver's license. So I'm gonna come there, fly to the country in 4 days, pick it up, go to the dentist because my braces are all fucked because when I was in China like a week and a half ago, I ate some nuts and they just fell apart. And then today I made it even worse because I also had some nuts. It sounds retarded, but yeah, it's fucked. So I have to go check it out, and I can only do it there. And I just need to do some other general things there. And yeah, and then I'm probably gonna fly out. The place where I want to be at the most right now, honestly, is Dubai. Like, I've only spent 1 week of my life in Dubai. Not of my life, I've been there before, but like in July, I spent the week in Dubai. I lived there, you know, I had a lot of fun there. I met up with a lot of cool people there, but I wouldn't say I necessarily just sat down and worked there for a long time, so I don't really know how it is for like locking in. Again, cringe, but locking in, easiest way to describe this. But some of my friends, including Matthew, told me that it's really easy to lock in Dubai, and that it's a great place for locking in because everything moves fast. Wi-Fi is fast. It's really easy to live. You know, everything is easy to access. Matthew said the only downside is that gyms are not the best, and you're gonna have to drive somewhere to find a good gym because there's gyms in every one of these like apartment complex buildings, but they're all pretty shit and like super tiny. And I remember that from my experience. But I don't think that would be like a massive problem for me, right? At my level, I think it would be fine for like a month. So I've really been thinking like of just getting an apartment in Dubai in downtown for a month, for the whole month of September, and just living there for the whole month. Just like fuck it, go to Dubai, work for the whole month in preparation for Q4 and all that stuff, and just general like work, and then start traveling again for a little bit and then do the same thing. And I don't want to have anything to do with Dubai necessarily. I don't have a company there and I don't plan to open a company in Dubai, but I just feel like being there right now is the best thing I can do. I've been to Bali, I've been to China, I've been to a few other countries, but like Dubai so far, I just feel like it's the best for me right now. And not just Dubai, but Dubai alone, or alone plus like going out on the weekends, seeing some like-minded entrepreneurs, you know, but generally being alone because it's easy to live. You just order Careem, which is like DoorDash, 3 times a day, go to the pool indoors in your own building, go to the gym there in your own building, take Uber everywhere, which is called also Careem. It's just so easy. You don't need to think, you just need to work. You just need to think about work. Everything is easy, everything is fast, everything is perfectly optimized for work. And I really, really miss that because here in Cyprus, it took me 2 days to upload a video to my YouTube channel, 2 fucking days. And I don't even have mobile data outside of my home. It's retarded. I bought 2 eSIMs, one for Turkey and one for Cyprus. But because I'm like in this unrecognized northern part of Turkey, northern part of Cyprus, which was occupied by Turkey, neither of the eSIMs work because it's not officially Turkey and it's not officially Cyprus either. So none of the fucking eSIMs that I bought work. So I just wasted like, I just spent like $30 on eSIMs that don't even fucking work because it's so shit. So, and the Wi-Fi, like I said, it took me two days, literally 2 whole days to upload a video to my YouTube channel that's like 20 minutes long. So this one's also almost 20 minutes long and it's gonna also take a while. So yeah, this is my thoughts that I had in the last 2 days, at least most of them. I've been spending a lot of time outside, spending a lot of time working out, and spending a decent amount of time actually working. I'm not like getting complacent or lazy or something like that, even though I'm on the trip, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to actual like work, because I love spending time with my wife. But sometimes I'm in a cafe and then she comes to me, you know, after her gym session is over, she came to me and she was really asking me to go home together, to spend some time together for a long time. And I'm always like pushing it to the limit, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you know, she's just waiting for me and then I'm going with her. And I love her very much, so I am spending as much time with her as possible. But obviously she needs a lot of attention, so, which is not always optimal for work. But obviously I'm not saying that I don't like this experience and I regret coming with her. I do not at all. It's been a great experience so far. But yeah, I feel like spending some time alone and just working would also be great. Or maybe with her, but if she would understand that, like, maybe if it wasn't a vacation, but rather just like living together, and she would just, you know, clean and cook and, well, what she does now, plus like gym, whatever she would do, but without like this like thought that we need to always see the world and travel and see those things, and spend time together. Because right now, like, she understands that in a few days from now we're gonna go back to the home country together, and then I'm probably gonna fly out of the country in a few days once I'm done doing my things there. She understands that, so she wants to make the most of the time that we have here together, which makes complete sense, and I understand her completely and I agree with her. But if she understood, like, for example, if I moved to Dubai and take her with me, for example, she would almost understand that we have a whole month together, so there's nothing to like, there's no reason to like rush things and make the most out of the time that we have together, you know, because we're gonna be together for a whole month anyway. So she wouldn't necessarily distract me this much and make me like necessarily like force us to spend time together as much. But it sounds horrible what I'm saying right now. I'm not like, I'm not a bad person, and I treat her very well, obviously, bro. What the fuck? But all I'm saying is, I feel like I need to spend a little bit of time alone actually working, you know? So I'm looking forward to doing that. But yeah, I'm getting really fucking sleepy. Like, I knew when I was starting to record this video that I'm only gonna be able to record it for like 20 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna start dying because of the things that I did right now, earlier before recording it. I'm just fucking dying, and because it's like super fucking late. So yeah, anyway, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the supermarket, and then hopefully it doesn't take 2 days for me to upload this video because of the Wi-Fi connection, the connection speed. And yeah, I'll get you guys in the next one.